Hi, I'm Dana Spigener, and we're live in the music room. Star could be napping, a little fire in her blood. Don't get on her offside, you just might not fare too good. She's a fine lady, she won't be hobbled or used. Don't try to tame her, 'cause she'll bolt and leave you confused. But sometimes I get the faint notion I'm on the right track. Even when she prances by me and never looks back, that spark in her eye keeps me guessing and coming unwound, waiting and hoping, wondering if she'll come around. Not a day goes by she don't cross my mind. Stoking the memories and flooding my brain like the wine. She's got a way to keep me strung out on the line. Well, she'll buck a little, meet in the middle for a time, but she can't be mine. Yeah, sometimes I get the faint notion I'm on the right track. Even when she prances by me and never looks back, that spark in her eye keeps me guessing and coming unwound, waiting and hoping, wondering if she'll come around. And likely one day I'll find her attention, but it's just been hard on the heart. And waiting on this one could tear it apart. It's been a while now, and I think I'm turning her head. And if I don't crowd her, she'll follow, but she won't be led. She's right there beside me most any time I call her name. Still ain't quite won her, but I'm getting good at the game. And if I try to pin her, she'll fly like a hot summer storm. And as the day closes, we're rubbing noses and carrying on behind the barn. So I might be rattled, this long uphill battle is wearing my patience on down, but I'm still in the saddle, ready for one more go round. Yeah, in a long list of bad habits, Star is the best one I found. Thank y'all. Thank you.
What a great song. Welcome, Dana. So,
Thanks for having me.
Keeping it in the family. We had your daughter not too long ago, and here you are, and we're so happy that you're here sharing your music with us.
Great to be here.
Tell us about Star, the song that you just
Star? Well, songwriting can take you places you never intended to go. And that song did. It started out, it was just going to be about a special woman, love song. And I got into it a week or so, and then it kept wanting to turn to be about a horse, believe it or not. A special horse, a love song.
Yeah. No, I really liked it because it listening to it, you're like, okay, he's singing about a horse. Well, no, maybe he's singing about a woman. But it
that's what it turned into. Yeah, and it so where it ended up was I decided it needed to be written so you didn't know either or.
Good job. You did it.
And these days it's important so you can pick your pronoun when it's done.
Oh, God.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
yep.
I don't do the whole pronoun thing. But
I don't either. No, that was in jest.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, that's where that came from.
All right. The next song you're going to do for us is Brand New Step. Tell us about that.
This one, it's actually about Jonna Mae.
Oh, okay.
She and I we've been working together for years, making music and writing music. But there was a time for a few years where we just had to get down to business and make money and pay the bills, and so we weren't out working much. But about 12 years ago, she kind of took me by the hand and walked me back out into the fray, and we got busy again. And that's what it's about, her just lighting a fire under me again.
Good.
And we've been at it hot and heavy since. So.
Well, I'm glad she lit that fire.
Me too. It's called Brand New Step. Baby, stirring up old memory, giving my feet a brand new step. Another reason why I let that dusty flat top cry, and the feeling that I ain't seen nothing yet. Time been rolling by like water, wild water crashing underneath my feet. Lately I've been thinking that I ought to grab that old guitar and hit the street and shake the blues off, slide through on, stoke a fire that's been burning down for too long. She's around with a reason, new song teasing my mind. Got a pocket full of memories, packed full of broken plans and schemes. When that old wolf is at your door, man, well, you gotta keep a tight lid on your drink. Still standing here wondering how my 2 feet got such an itch. But now I think she's on to something. It just might make me bust out every stitch and shake the blues off, slide the groove on, stoke a fire that's been burning down for too long. She's around with a reason, new song teasing my mind, teasing my mind. There's a star on the horizon, trying to light my way out. Giving you fair warning, I'm pretty sure I'm just about to shake those rotten, mangy, stinking, rangy blues. She's around with a reason, a new song teasing my mind, teasing my mind. Baby, stirring up old memories, giving my feet a brand new step. Thank you, thank you.
Well, your next song, I'm probably going to butcher the name, but is it De Guayo Motel?
De Guayo Motel.
Okay, I didn't butcher it. Yay, me. Okay, tell us about
And De Guayo, that's the name of the Spanish dirge that the Mexican army would play when they were giving you an option to surrender or die. And that was this motel is this fictional motel.
Okay.
It's called the De Guayo Motel. The song's written by Roger Allen Wade. Great songwriter, great American songwriter. If you haven't checked him out, you should.
Okay.
You've been glad you did. He's a treasure. Anyway, first time I heard it, I knew I had to do it, so I called him up and got his permission to do my version of it. So that's what I've got for you here. I live in a room with a green radio, curling the womb of a 29-year-old. 4 walls from heaven and 1 sent from hell. In room 17 at the Guayo Motel. The desk clerk's a jerk, old carnival fella. Asked where you from, he said Lake Isabella. I told him I'd been there, but I never had. Looked at the clock and I signed the pad. He said no dogs allowed, so I bought a fish. He lives by my bed in a souvenir dish. Swims round in circles and eats once a day. It looks a lot like my ex-wife's fiancé. I live in a room with a green radio, curl in the womb of a 29-year-old. 4 walls from heaven and 1 sent from hell. In room 17 at the Guayo There's a wasteland across the highway where the lot lizards roam and the big diesels stay. The cops ask me questions and I tell them jokes, and the fat one, he's always a bumming my smoke. And the the swimming pool water's chuckberry green. And the water pipes rattle like a pinball machine. The walls are blood red, the sheets are Velveeta. And the girl in 112, well, she goes by Juanita. And Juanita's a dancer, does a naked ballet. And I keep an eye on things while she's away. She spends all her money, and half of mine too, trying to stay high enough to get naked for you. And I live in a room with a green radio, curled in a room of a 29-year-old. 4 walls from heaven and 1 sent from hell. In room 17 at the Wheel Motel. There's an old Mexican dirge this place is named after. Heard it once in a box office disaster. The Duke told his boys, y'all, it means leave or die. I don't know much Spanish, but John Wayne don't lie. And I live in a room with a green radio, curled in a one of a 29-year-old. 4 walls from heaven, 1 sent from hell. In room 17 at the Wheel Motel. Yeah, I'm singing like a pearl in a bottle of Brill. In room 17 at the Wheel Motel.
Before, so now I have, so now I'll have to go listen to his version.
Isn't that a great song?
Yeah, it is.
I love it.
Love that version.
Yes. Well, you go ahead and tune, and the next song you're going to do for us is Tex.
Yeah.
So I'll let you tell us about that when you're ready.
Okay, this song's about an old friend of mine, one of the best friends I ever had. And I lost him a few years ago. His name was Tex. He was a blue heeler cow dog. Thank you, sir.
You brought it room temperature. So you wanted it that way.
And we were inseparable. I mean, we did everything together. But my oldest son brought Tex to me one Christmas. He found him down in Bastrop, Texas, and brought him to me up in the Rockies. So living up between Vail and Aspen and the Rockies, there's not a whole lot of opportunity for a cow dog to practice his trade or to learn. But he always had that notion, you could tell.
Right.
And years later, we moved back down to Texas, got a little more room, had some critters around the house and some chickens. And one night, my wife Carrie and I and Tex were out behind the house, close to the hen house, and there's about 30 chickens just milling around, waiting to go in to roost. It was getting close to time. And I was just kidding around and said, Tex, go put them up. And he looked at me, and he looked at the chickens. He looked at me, and then he just took off, putting them up.
Oh, wow.
Every one of them. Never touched a one. Just
That's
pushed
amazing.
them all in the hen house to roost. And I knew that was a song. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's named after him, Tex, the chicken herding cow dog. Well, he's a chicken herding cow dog, and I know that sounds absurd, but he can turn and pin up all the poultry in his herd. Hail from Bastrop, Texas, down in the piney wood. A little white tornado just waiting, looking good. Well, he made a go at horsing, gave cows his best, but he could not seem to work four-legged critters like the rest. No, he couldn't load a trailer, break a bottleneck, or heel a cow, but it beat all I ever saw when he commenced to working fowl. The smartest dog that ever walked, I'd wager quite a lot, but wrangling was the only trick he never really got. With a friendly growl and a turned up lip, he bump you with his head. And if you listen with your eyes, you knew just what he said. I'm a chicken herding cow dog, and I know it just ain't right, but in my dreams I'm running with the top dogs every night. And if you had a penny for every time I save your guinea, then you'd begin to understand the nature of my plight. Well, he knows there's something missing, but he's learned to just make do with what he got. 'Cause when you're starting out with nothing, a little something could turn out to mean a lot. Bill Sibley. Well, 16 years and counting, he sort of lost his wind. His eyes are gray and cloudy, and his knees won't hardly bend. But the red-tailed hogs, the coyotes, skunks, and coons and cats learn how to mind their manners when they know Texas on the prowl. He's a chicken herding cow dog, and I know that sounds absurd, but he can turn and pin up all the poultry in his herd. Hail from Bastrop, Texas, down in the piney wood. A little white tornado just waiting. Looking good. Oh, Tex.
So did you get another dog?
Chester, yeah.
Chester.
Chester's also a healer. He's red and blue.
Okay. So how does he do with the chickens?
Chester's not as smart.
Oh.
I think he ran into too many truck tires chasing trucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your next song is Both Ways. Fill us in on that one.
Oh, okay. This one is real simple. It's pretty much about getting your butt kicked and getting back up, and then getting your butt kicked and getting back up. In a nutshell.
Yeah.
Never been easy to make ends meet. Scraping and clawing to stay on your feet. Keep your head up when it hits the ground. Find a little more love and spread it around. Sometimes just can't help believing long about past high time for leaving. I know she's the one, but the ends won't meet. A little bitty taste of love ain't all that sweet. But when it seems like these days it's uphill both ways, roads out and the creek's too deep, I guess it's time for another lead. Been lost as a hound dog in the weeds, missed the forest for the trees, crying, hey neighbor, won't you put me on through that old worn out tale, ain't nothing new. And I can't sure enough take a licking, been getting by on a little slim picking, let it slide right off of my back, count my blessing while the wolf gets fat. And it seems like these days it's up both ways, the road's out and the creek's too deep. Guess it's time for another lead. Yeah. High on that mountain, down on my knees, drank from the fountain and been relieved. I've hit the bottom, man, and I've touched the stars and landing on my feet is easy for me. So when it seems like these days it's uphill both ways, roads out and the creek's too deep, guess it's time for another lead. Guess it's time for another lead. Guess it's time for another lead. Thank you.
Very nice. You've got your own style. It's really different. I really like it.
Thank you.
Very nice. Next song is Leavin'.
Leaving. Okay, this. I was trying to write a really good country song because I don't write very good country music. And I was thinking about George Strait because I've always loved his music and I've always loved his writers. So that's kind of how this happened. I was just trying to get as close as I could to something that pure as far as the genre goes. Because my songs are all kind of a little bit of everything, you know, generally. So, and it's about young love, innocence, and where that can go, you know, the ups and downs of it, and the ins and outs, and where it can end up. Oh, I'm going to play a little bit of harp on this. Two kids on the porch swing since we were babies, just thick as thieves. But girl, I just had to notice, and the sun lit your hair like gold autumn leaves. Something was brewing, a boy can't understand, and I knew it had me when you touched my hand. But I couldn't have known you were already gone, and I couldn't tell when the curtain fell. Just couldn't see past you and me. Still not believing, standing there watching you leaving. Day after day, dreaming and scheming of what I might say when you slip through that screen door, and all my best plans fade right away. So I held that hand, kept the card up my sleeve, just betting on the promise that you'd never leave. But I couldn't have known you were already gone, and I couldn't tell when the curtain fell, and just couldn't see past you and me. Still not believing, standing there watching you leaving. Well, I guess this big old world didn't know that I was your beau, and it turned your pretty head in the end. You can take this heart with you, lady. Don't think I'll need it again. I couldn't have known I'd be good on my own, and I couldn't tell when the curtain fell. I think I can see you without me, past that lost, lonely feeling, standing there watching you leaving, with a smile in my heart in your hand, standing there watching you. So long, baby.
The next song you have is Dream, or In a Dream.
In a Dream, yes,
In a
ma'am.
Dream.
This one was inspired by my mama's record player, pretty much. I mean,
All right.
she had a record player in the parlor that, and she loved all kinds of music, and there was so many different types of music coming along back then in the early 60s, late 50s, early 60s, and so she snatched up everything and played everything. So was my earliest musical influences were a little bit of everything, so I was pretty confused. But it was all like leading up to and mixing into what would ultimately culminate into rock and roll. But, you know, the Platters and Carl Perkins and Herb Alford and the Tijuana Brass and all that different kind of stuff all melting together.
Right.
And the Rolling Stones didn't even have whiskers yet. So it was fixing to happen, but nobody really knew what was going on. But anyway, I remember that a lot, and how pure the music was. You know, it was all recorded live, innocent and simple, but it was beautiful. So this is not about my mother. It's just was inspired by her. It's called In a Dream. I had a dream that you were mine alone. Girl, what a dream that you ain't really gone. I could taste your lips, feel your fingertips. Funny as it seems in a dream. Each night I pray to the Lord above, some happy day you'll give back your love. As the twilight fades to a brand new day, you'll always stay in a dream. It must be my imagination, stealing in through the night. 'Cause girl, the way that you feel ain't nothing but real till we greet the morning light. I had a dream it must be my imagination, stealing in through the night. 'Cause girl, the way that you feel ain't nothing but real till we meet the morning light. I had a dream that you were mine alone. Girl, what a dream that you ain't really gone. I could taste your lips, feel your fingertips. Crazy as it seems, but you always stay in a dream. Thank you.
I like that one. That was real good. And the next song you're going to do for us is Beggar's Paradise.
Beggar's Paradise.
Could
Co-
be many things.
Ma'am?
Which could be many, many things.
Yeah. It's one I co-wrote with a good friend, Billy Doss. Billy had started it, and I heard it at a song swap, fell in love with it, and asked him if I could pitch in, so we finished it together.
Nice.
It's about all the beautiful people on the street that sometimes don't look so beautiful, but until you see the inside and learn more about what they're living with and why. And so the song's for the hobos. This one's an E. It's another faceless morning on the avenue downtown. The sidewalks are rolled up and the rain is pouring down. In the air, there's an emptiness of another busy night. Crowded streets on a beggar's paradise. Night falls, these sidewalks begin to unroll, and the fortunate toss their pocket change to the sad-eyed homeless soul. They put their coin together for a bottle to ease their pain, but nobody knows where these hobos go when it rains. They're a far cry from where they came, along the road to home, only here to rest their bones till it's time to go. There's Kim the poet, that's all he ever cared to be. The songs and rhymes are real hard times, and his friends down on the street. It comes straight from the heart, and he gives a cold hard fact of all the souls that have fallen through the cracks. There's Red and the old man, standing over there all alone, with hustles and schemes and plans and dreams of someday going home. And there's Bandana Joe and Katie, and so many others with no name, but nobody knows where these hobos go when it rains. They'll be gone with the season and never say goodbye. Just slid down here to cool their way till it's time to fly. Nobody knows where these hobos go when it rains. Nobody knows where these hobos go. God only knows where they go when it rains. When it rains. Thanks.
And now you're going to be chasing the wind. Tell us about that.
Ma'am?
Chasing that wind.
Chasing the wind, yeah. Okay, this is about my wife, Carrie. We started back when she was 14, I was 17.
Ooh, that
Long
could
time
get you in
ago.
trouble.
Yeah, that's when that story started. And it's been up and down.
Always.
Yeah. But there was a while there where she was out on the road. She loves driving big trucks, so she was out on the road for a while in the younger days, hauling freight cross country and hauling bulls out in West Texas. And she's a little bitty thing. On the outside, she's really big on the inside.
Yeah, dynamite comes in small packages.
Ma'am?
Dynamite comes in small packages.
Yeah. But there was a time when our oldest son, Laren, had to be on the truck with her in diapers.
Oh, wow.
Just the two of them. And she and I wrote this song pretty much together, but we wanted to write a truck driving song, but we didn't want it to sound like all the other ones because they all kind of sound similar. Same subject matter generally. So we decided to write it about a little skinny little West Texas cow chick running cross country, hauling freight with a little baby in diapers in the truck.
All right.
So anyway, I don't know why I can't just write songs about normal things.
It's okay. No, it's great. I love it. It's you.
There it is. Anyway, the title is Chasing the Wind. But baby in the sleeper, mama behind the wheel. Don't think you could keep her from backing in on time, and she'll be loading up and rolling out. In a blink, there ain't no doubt she'll be long gone. Trucking on you now, 4 1/4 cat, 15 speed overdrive, 390 rear end, she's gone. That boy won't never hear mama even scratch a gear, keeping it between the lines, belting out some red soul vine and moving freight from coast to coast, in and out just like a ghost, with little darling sitting between the seats, rubbing the shifter with his baby toes. In that 4 1/4 cat, 15 speed overdrive, 390 rear end, she's gone again. Flying down that grade too steep, your ass might take a bite of your seat, but she knows how good it feels sitting back down on 18 wheels. Peeled eyeballs and white out blizzards, new convoys and old lot lizards that look just like Marie Laveau. Hop in, boy, it's time to go. Breaker, breaker, this is Kissing Sweet and that baby boy toughen up. Heading back out on the interstate, westbound for Shaky Town. Unload at LAX, turn around and bump that dock at DFW, hauling air freight and flying low. We're out. Bill. Red sunset, blue morning sky, front row seat, howling through the night. With that hammer down for the next town, West Coast turnaround. They might never touch the ground in that 4 1/4 cat. 15 speed overdrive. 390 rear end, she's gone again. Chasing the wind, gone.
To the interview portion of our show that'll be coming up after you're finished with all of your songs, because it sounds like you have a lot of unusual things to share.
We
with
do,
us.
yeah. If you can crack my shell, I'm not used to being up in the front.
Well, you know,
I live where Bill is.
Yeah, and he's so shy, right?
Yeah.
Your song that you're going to take us out of this set with is called Bold Springs Burnin'.
Bold Springs Burnin'. Yeah, I'm going to talk while I'm tuning, if I can do that. At least I don't have to rub my belly and tap my head. But Bold Springs was the original name of the village where the little town of West is now, down on I-35, south of here. A couple months ago, my friend Jed Walker, Jonna Mae, and myself, we were approached by a producer who was trying to put together a soundtrack for a documentary on the fertilizer plant explosion 10 years ago in the town of West. It was like a 10-year celebratory documentary, rising out of the ashes kind of a thing. But the issue was that they had run into problems with copywriting with music that they had planned on using for the documentary. Mm-hmm. So at the last minute, they needed to write a new soundtrack. So they approached us. We didn't have enough sense to say no.
Of course not.
But we only had a few days to do it, to get it written, recorded, mastered, and delivered to the producer for his approval. So we only had one shot at it. And the Angels were with us, and we pulled it off, and it worked perfectly with the documentary. Everything fell right into line. Very cool. This song they asked me to write, it really just wraps around the initial explosion, the disaster, and the 15 souls that were lost in that disaster. So this one's really special to me. It means so much. And I'm just grateful that it worked out.
Yeah, when is this documentary.
It premiered a couple months ago.
Really? What's the name of it?
Rising from the Ashes.
Rising from the Ashes.
Yeah.
Where can people find it if they want to go see it?
I think you can probably find it on YouTube.
Okay.
I've not really checked on it since we completed
guess what?
it.
We're gonna.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
You'll probably know some people in it.
Okay.
But it's called Bold Springs Burning. Wounded deep from duty, feeling anger more than pain. Me and my old pal from high school, on and on we fought the flame. Lord, bring the rain. He said, brother, get more holes in water. Was the last time he called my name. We gotta fight this beast together. No more water, only flame. Blast came out of nowhere, laid our bodies to the ground. Could not hear my brother screaming. Ringing was the only sound. Fury raining down, thunder on the ground, waiting from this heat, trying to find a way to my street. Now the old town is burning, rooftop flames light up the night. Took my babies in this evening. Lord, I pray that they're all right. Father, keep them through the night. Wounded deep from duty, reeling from the strain. Lost my old pal from high school, but he lived up to his name. Guardian angel in the flame. 14 more we lost so dear, long gone, still here. Lord, bring the rain.
Wow. You've done a great job. I am so pleased that you came down today to share your music with us.
Me too. Thank you so much for letting us.
I want to also, of course, Bill, your side man there, Bill Sibley.
Yeah.
Give him a hand.
Thank you. I'm honored to be up here with him.
He's the best.
Amazing.
I also wanted to thank our studio audience that's here today.
Yes,
Our
thank y'all for
listening
coming.
audience on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. I want to thank Randy back there for, and Reno snuck in on us too, for engineering the show this evening. And we're going to sign off, and we will be back with an interview with Dana here shortly. You on Facebook and YouTube, you have to wait because we're not going to be broadcasting that, but it will be online soon. Keep on tuning in. You are in the music room.